Welcome to Dale's Shed Talks, not TED Talks, Shed Talks, where wisdom we can share with each other and the growth that I've had in my life and you've had in your life. And I love doing sharing. You know what I mean? So today I have a real big and very word that people don't like, and I like to use it today. And there's a root to this word that it's don't ever condemn anybody because they are this word. And the word I'm talking about today is selfish. Selfish is not, it's based, selfishness is based in fear. Fear of loss, fear of losing something, fear of not having enough. And so people, it's not just, don't think about just money. It's not just money. It's all sorts of stuff. It's my wood. I have collections and collections and collections of little pieces of wood. I got some here, there, underneath my whole thing here. I got big pile over there. Upstairs in my shed here, I have tons and tons of leftover wood. And I don't believe it's because I'm selfish, but I believe it's not fear of loss, but I believe I keep it because I want to use it someday to make something else. And so it gets a little cluttered and messed up around here, and never mind. So let's talk about selfishness. Selfishness is don't judge people. Again, don't judge people because they're selfish. You know why they're selfish? Because they're fearful. They were brought up that way. They have their parents that did that, and they had it's just the facts of life. Their friends. Everybody influences us. So let me tell you a little story that set me free. At first, one of my first stories. I've got many of them. But today I'm going to tell you one about my daughter's birthday. Back in, let's say, 2000. Yeah, it was 2000. The summer of 2000. My daughter, Tasman is her name. If you're a cool name, right? I made that name up, by the way. So there's only two like it in the whole world. And one is a violinist. But number two. But it was her birthday. And I had no money. And I had nothing to do it, but I realized something. Actually, I only had $40 in my account. And so I was like, what am I going to do? So at that time, I was in the middle of, I started my first Bible college in 2000. And in that summer, I was between semesters or between years. And so what I did was I had volunteered at this place called Helping Hands, which was in Clearwater, Florida. And it was part of Countryside Christian Center. And I was volunteering there in the summertime. And I was doing cleaning jobs and stuff like that on the side. But in my spare time, I go volunteer. I love homeless people. I love that. If you know my past, I love homeless people. I love addicted people. I love them all. And so I stay there. Anyway, so there's this woman there. She's now passed away. Her name was Dory. And if you're watching this and you remember Dory, she's awesome, right? So Dory, not Dora the Explorer. Stop it. It's Dory. She came to me and said, Dale, what's wrong? And I was like, I'm feeling kind of down today. What's wrong? She goes, I have $40 to my name, and it's my daughter's birthday, and I got to take her out. And I don't know what to do. She goes, go spend it all. I'm like, what? I can't spend. I only got $40 in my account. Dale, this is how it works. You spend the money, and more comes back to you. It's a law that God set up. He's not doing it by hand. He's not saying, okay, Dale's a good boy today, and we get to give him money now that he's spent all his money. No, it's a law. It's a law of the kingdom. A law of the kingdom means it's set in stone. It's not going to change. So I said, okay, what do I do? She goes, take her out. Don't mention to her that you don't have any money. That'll bring her down. So what you do is you take her out for dinner. And I said, okay, where's her favorite place? So I took her out to dinner, and I had money left over to take her to Walmart or someplace, and I bought her something nice. And it was just at that time in the early 2000s, it was very inexpensive as it is now. So it worked out really well for us. Excuse me. And the next day, money came in. I think I got a big cleaning job or something like that. I was cleaning houses at the time, and I got a big cleaning job. So it was amazing. It's like, wow, that works. This really, really works. So I say all this story because I hoard my wood, and let me tell you something. I've been hoarding money for years, and that fear pushes it away. Has anybody out there ever had a big lump sum of money come in, all of a sudden, boom, something comes in, like something goes wrong with your house or car or whatever, and all of a sudden the money's gone within minutes, sometimes hours, sometimes days. Why? It's because it comes from you on the inside. What do you mean? Your fear causes negative things to happen. And I am learning that now. So 2000 was, it's been 23 years. This is 2023. It's been 23 years, and I'm finally getting it from Dory. The more money, here's one of my affirmations I've been telling. I tell people around me, one of my affirmations is, the more money I spend, the more money comes back to me. The more money I spend, the more money comes back to me. No, you don't go out and spend all your money, write out one big fat check and enter your bank account. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying bills come up, pay them immediately. Things come up, I can't. Can I tell you a secret? Can I be like really, what's the word? Transparent with you? When I was in ministry all those years, I was late on so many bills. So many bills. Right? And we had a donation come in. I can't remember what time it was in the last probably 10 years of ministry. But I had a huge donation come in. I had $108,000 in the bank at one time. And I was still late on my bills. You know why? Because I was afraid to pay them. I wanted to hang on to that little bit of money I had. A little bit, yeah, $108,000. Damn, that's a lot of money. It was a lot of money. And I want to feel good about it. So I hung on to it. And I kept it. Didn't want to spend it. And slowly, things came into my life that dwindled away. I should have invested it. I should have grew my ministry. We had a thrift store at the time. I should have grew the thrift store. It wasn't good. And now to look back on hindsight's 2020, I understand. My life changed. My life changed since then. Life changed. Amazing. So let's just up to 7 minutes now. So let me think about this. Let me show you about it. So what I'm saying is, get out of fear. Quit living in fear. Listen, I know some of you on here are metaphysical people. Some of you on here are strong Christians. Some of you are weak Christians. Some of you on here have no faith at all. Don't believe in anything. It doesn't matter what you believe in that area of God and spirit, because you're human. And the laws of the human kingdom and the laws of God's kingdom are the same. Christians, he said in Genesis, I give you dominion over everything. He's given you control. You have control of your life. More later on that one. But I want to share with you that quit walking in fear. Say really cool things like, the more money I spend, the more money comes back to me. The more I live life, the more life comes back to me. The more I love others, love comes back to me. The more I love myself, more love comes back to me. That's a tough one. I know. I've been living that one. If you watch some of my videos, loving myself has been tough. I have a lot of crap in my backpack. Anyway, I love you guys. So today, if you have a money problem, spend some of it. Here's a big one. It just came to me. So one time I was struggling, actually right here in Spring Hill. I was struggling to do something, to go buy something, to move life. I was in that brain thing, fear, So you know what the Spirit told me to do? You know what God told me to do? You know what my wife told me to do? She helps me out a lot, Joanne. She said, go buy something for yourself. What do you mean? Go buy something for yourself. It's because you don't feel good about yourself that it's slowing down the money as well. You don't think you deserve it. So go and buy yourself something nice today. Spend $20. Take yourself to lunch. I don't know. What I did, I went and bought a pair of new shoes. What? Yeah. I remember my days, I used to spend like $20 on a pair of shoes at Walmart. I go to Skechers now, spend $70 on a pair of